This is the AI News Flash for May 13th, 3 a.m. UTC. First up, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang has been confirmed as a last-minute addition to President Trump's China visit this week in a dramatic reversal that has captured global attention. CNBC reported the breaking story. Huang was initially excluded from the delegation of more than a dozen U.S. executives. After seeing media coverage highlighting his absence, Trump personally called Huang and asked him to join, with Huang flying to Alaska to board Air Force One. The original exclusion was politically motivated. Trump's approval of NVIDIA's H200 advanced chip sales to China drew sharp criticism from Republican China hawks, and including Huang in the Beijing trip risked fueling intra-party tensions. The last-minute reversal overturns this political calculation. Huang will now be directly involved in AI chip export negotiations ahead of the Trump XC summit. Key issues include the 75,000 unit per customer cap on H200 sales to China, continued Blackwell and Vera Rubin export bans, accelerated Huawei Ascend procurement, and DeepSeek V4 open source strategy, a decisive moment in global AI geopolitics. Next, Samsung Electronics faces a 41,000 worker general strike, sending shockwaves through the AI semiconductor supply chain as the world's largest memory chip maker confronts operational disruption risk. Bloomberg and Korean media reported final wage negotiations collapsed, with the union announcing an 18-day general strike from May 21 to June 7th. Workers rejected a $340,000 one-time bonus offer, demanding $900,000 annually, matching SK Hynix removal of bonus caps and 15% of operating profit formalized in employment contracts. The Samsung Electronics shares saw $66 billion in intraday wipeout, recovering most losses after Seoul intervened in labor negotiations. J.P. Morgan estimates strike impact on annual operating profit could reach $43 trillion. But the biggest concern is direct impact on the AI semiconductor supercycle. Samsung is one of three major memory makers alongside SK Hynix and Micron for HBM4 high-bandwidth memory mass production. The strike would significantly affect HBM4 supply capacity, directly impacting next-generation memory supply for NVIDIA Vera Rubin GPUs. A historic moment exposing the biggest bottleneck of the $725 billion AI infrastructure investment boom. Third, cloud storage giant Box CEO Aaron Levie has presented what is being called the most compelling argument against AI job displacement, sparking major debate in Silicon Valley. Platformer detailed Levie's thesis. His core argument is the 80-20 rule. What appears to be full job automation is only the first 80% of work. The remaining 20% is where value creation actually happens. Levie predicts a 90-10 flip where AI agents handle routine tasks while humans focus on higher value work, requiring domain expertise, judgment, and contextual knowledge. Particularly notable is his Gell-Mann amnesia observation. People underestimate complexity in unfamiliar professions while overestimating it in their own. A lawyer reviewing AI contracts still performs crucial verification. An engineer still ensures security and quality. Emerging roles like lab automation software advisors at pharma companies combine software expertise with domain knowledge. Levie's argument functions as a powerful, optimistic counter-narrative amid corporate AI native transformation. Goldman Sachs predicts 300 million workers will be affected by AI. J.P. Morgan deploys LLMs to 200,000 employees. HSBC cuts 20,000 positions. Morgan Stanley 2,500 tech industry AI-driven layoffs exceed 156,000. A pivotal moment in the AI employment debate. Fourth, Cisco has open-sourced its Foundry Security Spec, an LLM-based security assessment standardization framework, marking a significant step toward establishing industry standards for AI security governance. Digital Today reported, the framework comprises 8 core role agents, 5 extended roles, and approximately 130 functional requirements. Multiple AI agents collaborate on code analysis, false positive elimination, coverage tracking, and audible report generation. A constitution document outlines 11 unchanging principles derived from Cisco's actual security team experience. The framework supports both AI agents like Claude and Codex and human developers, targeting technical teams, executives, CISOs, and auditors. Cisco released it as a specification rather than executable code, enabling organizational flexibility. It's designed to pair with CodeGuard, which Cisco donated to COSI Secure AI Alliance in February. This comes amid 48% of security professionals predicting agentic AI as the largest attack vector for 2026. Anthropic Mythos cyber abuse warnings, AI cyber attacks on Mexican water utilities, and G7 countries' joint AI SBOM security guidance. The release symbolizes the construction phase of new global AI security governance frameworks combining industry self-standards and open-source standardization. Last news, Blackstone-owned data center giant Quality Technology Services, QTS, was found to have consumed approximately 30 million gallons of unmetered water over 15 months in Fayette County, Georgia. Crypto Briefing reported, during construction of Project Excalibur AI data center, water flowed unmetered during a state-declared drought emergency, while local residents faced mandatory conservation restrictions and reduced water pressure. County officials attributed the failure to problems migrating to a cloud-based metering system. QTS was charged only $147,474 in retroactive fees, roughly $0.005 per gallon, far below residential rates with no fines imposed. Georgia hosts over 200 data centers through tax incentives and expedited approvals, but the fundamental conflict between AI boom and water resource management has surfaced. Behind hyperscalers' $725 billion 2026 capex boom, IEA predicts data center power consumption will match Japan's annual usage by 2030, with water consumption surging in parallel, combined with Meta's $27 billion Hyperion, Louisiana rent surge issues, North Carolina Matthews unanimous rejection, and New Jersey Andover complete ban ordinance. Structural conflict between local communities and AI infrastructure is intensifying. That's all for this AI news flash.